Hey everyone, it's James, and I wanted to give you an update on Barely Fit. So over the last few weeks, I've been building out the exercise and equipment database. We've got about 850 exercises and probably like 90 pieces of equipment to go in. I wanted to get some thumbnails done, so I started playing about with ChatGPT and just trying to generate some stuff. We got some good results. We got a few different types, but couldn't get much consistency, and they started getting a bit weird. Well, and then yeah, so I decided to reach out to the designer and just get them to create them properly. Don't worry, these are only thumbnails, and I'll do my best to use actual people to show how exercise should be performed. Anyway, on to the update. So since the update, I've added the ability to set or change the date an exercise took place. So if I just hit the exercise tab, press on log for today, I can then change the date to the 18th. If I hit save, and then you can see that it's gone from the 24th, and if I click here, it appears on the 18th. The next big change is adding the tab bar at the top of the exercise section. So before, this section was just the logs, and now you've got logs, plans, equipment, and exercises. I thought this would be a great way to not only see your logs and manage your plans, but also get information on equipment and exercises in a really simple and searchable way, and hopefully even start your workout or your exercises from those points instead of just always going for the exercise route. The new equipment section gives you a big list of all the equipment in the app and lets you search for equipment by name. I will be adding some more filters, but for the moment this is enough, I think. So when you press into a piece of equipment, like a barbell, it will show you information about that equipment. I'll also probably pad out this section in the long term, maybe add the exercises that can be done with that equipment, any resources, maybe even like links to find out where you can buy that equipment for your home. Next, you can see logs that use that equipment, and you can press into them and, you know, edit the log or change the log, do whatever you need to do with that log. You can also now add notes to each piece of equipment. So I don't know, some bits of equipment have like a little measure on them, and I always forget what that measure is between sessions. So having a note to say, well, this was level 4 or this was level 12 or whatever it was, I thought would be a really useful little tool. And I've made the note create/edit thing a pop-up now across the whole app, so you can easily see the equipment or the exercise in the background, just making it a bit more accessible. Personally, I often forget what I'm looking at when I'm on a different screen, so it just makes it a bit easier. And finally, in this section, you've got impact, which lets you see how you've used this piece of equipment and the impact that it's had on your body. This section across the app will get extended and build out into reports and that sort of thing. But for now, it's pretty consistent across the app, depending on like whether you're looking at activity, you're looking at equipment, if you're looking at exercise, etc., etc. Next up, or well, last but not least, in the exercises area, you've got the exercises tab. Before, you could only view an exercise by looking to start the exercise. I thought it'd be a nice addition to have a tab here so you can search for a specific exercise and go that route instead. And maybe you just want some information on it, that sort of thing. So here you can include or exclude muscles in your search. You can also do that with equipment and exercise types. If we press into one, as before, you can see all the information. You can see all the previous logs and press into them. You can see all the notes and also add more. And then, of course, impact. Okay, and last in our updates, I've now made it so you can start a workout directly from an exercise. So if I press on logs, I press add, I press hammer curl, I can now press the start workout button and it will throw me into a session with just a hammer curl. Then if I want, I can add more exercises and even remove them from the session, so just like a normal workout session, but without having to create a plan around it. Also, this area has gotten a big overhaul. It was having a lot of performance issues, especially when switching between exercises, and the more exercises that you added, the slower that switching would get. So after the overhaul, it's working smoothly now. It's very responsive, and I've tested it with up to 20 exercises in a single session, which I think most people aren't going to hit, but we can carry on testing it. I mean, I've been testing on some low-end devices as well, just to make sure that we still get decent performance out of it. Anyway, that's it for the update. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think, and don't forget to follow Barely Fit on Instagram or LinkedIn, and join our Discord. Bye!